Have you ever really wondered what's going on inside your body when you fast? I mean, beyond just the hunger. What are your actual organs thinking? Well, today we're going to take a peek inside. We're going on a 36-hour journey to see exactly how the body reacts, moment by moment, when the food just stops. So it all kicks off with this really optimistic announcement from Command Central, the brain. A day and a half? Simple enough, right? What's the big deal? Well, for the rest of the body, this news lands like a lead balloon. The immediate consensus is the boss has finally lost it. You see, at this point, everything is humming along just fine. The body's just coasting on all that sweet glucose from its last meal. The stomach and the intestines, they're in total disbelief. They're absolutely convinced this whole plan is going to crash and burn the second they get a little bit hungry. They're just waiting for the brain to cave. But guess what? The brain doesn't cave. And so the first leg of our journey begins. Over these next 12 hours, the body has no choice but to start adapting because its go-to fuel source is starting to run seriously low. A new game plan is needed. And just 6 hours in, bam, we hit our first big milestone. The brain sends out a memo. All that easy-to-get glucose from breakfast, yep, it's gone. Poof. This is the first real test of the fast. And honestly, this is where things start to get interesting. But hey, no need to panic just yet. The body's got a backup plan. The liver and the muscles, they're the real MVPs here. They've been storing this emergency fuel called glycogen for exactly this kind of situation. So they start pumping it into the system to keep the lights on, buying everybody a little more time. And right on cue, an unwelcome visitor shows up to the party, hunger, and it is cranky. The mood inside the body just plummets from, this is a weird idea, to, this is actual torture. Patience with the brain's little experiment is wearing paper thin. As we creep up on that 12-hour mark, you can feel the tension rising. We're heading for a huge tipping point. That backup fuel, that glycogen, the stuff the liver and muscles were so generously handing out, well, it's about to be completely gone. The reserve tank isn't just low, it is sputtering. And there it is, red alert, the moment of crisis. The liver, our head of fuel management, is sounding the alarm. The glycogen is gone. No more stored sugars to burn. The body has, for all intents and purposes, hit a wall. Let that sink in. We are at 0. The body has officially burned through all of its easy energy. It now has to pull off some kind of metabolic magic trick to figure out a totally new way to power itself. But you know what? This is where the story gets really cool. Because faced with a total energy crisis, the body doesn't just give up. No, it pulls off this brilliant, elegant pivot to a completely different and way more powerful fuel source. And this isn't random, it's like a perfectly choreographed dance. First, the pituitary gland sends out growth hormone to protect the muscles. Then the pancreas releases glucagon, which basically tells the body, okay team, it's time to start burning fat. And that fat gets converted into these amazing little energy molecules called ketones. The effect is almost immediate, and honestly, it's kinda wild. The second these ketones show up, hunger just leaves. It's like it can't stand them. And what's even crazier is that the brain starts running on this new fuel, and it feels incredible. Super clear, focused, and totally energized. So now that the energy crisis has been solved, the body moves into the next major phase of the fast. It uses all this quiet downtime, with no food to digest, to do some really important deep-level maintenance work. So let's fast forward to around the 20-hour mark. This is when a really remarkable biological process kicks into high gear. Think of it like a deep cellular spring cleaning, where the body starts systematically tidying up and recycling its own parts. The process is called autophagy, which literally means self-eating. Now that sounds a little intense, I know, but trust me, it's an amazing thing. It's like the body's internal quality control system, going around and getting rid of all the junk to make room for new healthy cells. So what's actually getting tossed in the bin? Well, we're talking about old, broken down cell parts, nasty, toxic proteins that can cause all sorts of problems, and even unwanted little microbes. It's a full-on internal renovation, making you feel repaired from the inside out. As we get close to the finish line, the whole vibe inside the body has done a complete 180. That initial panic and doubt, it's been replaced by this incredible feeling of renewal and clarity. Everyone's realizing what the body is actually capable of. And here we are, 36 hours. The journey is complete. The body navigated an energy crisis, it performed a deep cellular cleanout, and it has achieved a total metabolic and cellular reset. And the verdict from the organs is in: they are all converts. Turns out the brain was right all along. They don't just feel okay, they feel fantastic. The feeling is absolutely electric. There's this sense of victory and rejuvenation. They didn't even realize how sluggish they were before. This reset feels like the best thing that's happened to them in years. So if you take one thing away from this whole crazy journey, it's the body's incredible ability to adapt. It went from the brink of crisis to the state of clean burning energy and deep repair, coming out even stronger on the other side. And of course, the brain is just loving it, taking a well-deserved victory lap. It congratulates everyone on a job well done and, naturally, makes what it thinks is the perfect suggestion for how to celebrate. And in one final, horrified, unified shout, the organs all scream back. Which kind of leaves us with the million-dollar question. After putting your body through all that, what is the right way to celebrate?